What's going on, everyone? This is Impulse and welcome back to HermitCraft Season 6. Guys, we are starting today here on the ghost ship that we built with Ren and Doc in the last episode. If you missed that for some reason, YouTube may have been funny and not put my video in your feeds or something weird. But yeah, check it out because this thing is absolutely amazing. And the prank has been done. It's been done. Somebody died here. Somebody has died here. It's happened. But it's not who we thought it was going to be. Something strange happened, and I think something else happened here. It looks like some sort of explosion or something. But anyway, that wasn't from me. This was not from me either. Somebody switched the signs that we had. I can't even remember what this sign said, but this was meant for Cleo, right? Because we were getting back at her for doing the sign switcheroo to begin with, and now this sign has been switched. This says Grian this way for treasure. I don't know why somebody was trying to lead Grian into our trap when it was meant for Cleo, but apparently Grian fell for it. Poor guy. He came in here and I don't know why that said spin the key. It should have said take the key. I know that got messed up. But anyway, he did finally take the key and went down there, and the whole thing went to plan. So if you guys didn't see Grian's video, you should see that because somehow we inadvertently pranked Grian, except, well, I think I might have got off scot-free here because that pufferfish gets me every time. Because when Grian fell into the hole there, the only zombies he saw were Ren and Doc's, and he didn't see my zombie in there, so he doesn't know I had anything to do with it. So I guess I won't be getting retaliated against, hopefully. Nobody tell Grian that I was part of that, please. We'll keep it our secret. But anyway, I should be good to go. So today, guys, before we get started, first of all, 50th episode. It is our 50th episode, and that's pretty cool. That is really cool. So I want to celebrate a little bit. We're going to do things a little differently this episode. We're going to check some things out, kind of reminisce about the season a little bit, and kind of just remember all the cool things we've done, and maybe talk about some of the plans for what I have left this season, because I still have a lot that I want to do. And so we're kind of taking this season a little bit slower than last for a reason, because I want to stay inspired and stay, motivated to keep making episodes and building new things this whole season. And yeah, I don't want to rush into it. So we got a lot left to do. But I need to do this. I need to do the Secret Santa. I think is like the last day to put my name in here. So I need to get this done. So I think all we do is take a piece of paper at this point and enter ourselves in. And then we wait a bit. And once the deadline is passed for name submissions, then we can come back and draw a name. So far, only 6 people. Hopefully we get a few more hermits involved, but my name is now officially in, and next time we're here, we'll be pressing this button to find out who our Secret Santa is. And we even got the same thing as last season, where we could end up doing a nice gift or a naughty gift. And if you remember last season, I got the naughty one, and it was a lot of fun. So I'm kind of hoping for that again. But anyway, all right, on with the rest of the episode, guys. Let's take a look back at what we've done so far in Season 6. All right, so we're going to roll up to iBay here, much like we did day 1 on the server in a boat, and take a look at how far the bay has come here of our base. And we honestly haven't done that much to it. I have some big plans, and I had some big plans from day 1 that haven't really been executed just yet in here. We have built this boat, which turned out okay-ish. The sails are yeah. I'm not a good boat builder, I'll admit that. But we gave it a go. The one nice thing was that we had Cleo come in here and do her thing with the armor stands, and those turned out great. I don't want to hit one because I think it would damage them. But yeah, this turned out absolutely great, having all these guys. I love that Mumbo's got like the here, sign this thing, and the taking stuff off the boat, and we made the little guy Grian over here. Anyway, this turned out absolutely good. Great with the scene here, and then this dock that went around just give us a way to walk over to it, and finally into like the entrance, I suppose you would say, of the base over here. This is another thing that I've been meaning to work on. I just kind of forgot all about it. I wanted to do more with this entrance and make it a little more spectacular than just walking through some water. But we did this entranceway. I'm pretty proud of the way this turned out. It looked pretty good. I love our little secret passage to the back here. And, oh, iWolf is still hanging out back here. Oh, man, we haven't been back here in a long time. Is he still working? It doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like he's harvested carrots in a while. I think he's broken now or something. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, we had this carrot farm, and he's supposed to be giving carrots to these guys, and they're supposed to be breeding, which is fine right now. I don't actually need any new villagers, but I'll have to take a look and see why he decided to stop breeding. But yeah, all sorts. Have I left anything valuable back here? Oh, yeah. You have something special, don't you? He's my backup mending villager. Doesn't have a great deal for mending books, but in a pinch, he'll do if something ever happens to the other one. And just random stuff left around. Yeah, like I said, I haven't been back there in a long time. So let's go down to the bottom. I got to go up and then back down to do that. All right, we drop down to the bottom here, and this is where the magic happens. This is one of the reasons why I picked this spot to begin with, because I knew that we had these two spawners. We had a skeleton spawner and a spider spawner, and these are really good early game ways to get XP, to get bones, to get string even if you want that, and all that kind of deal. And I love using dogs to automatically kill the skellies as they come around. Now, I've had to replace these guys quite a few times, so you can see I've got some extras stashed around here. And then we've got this system that's going to automatically drown the spiders in there so we can get all their string and things like that. And yeah, I have lots of just random stuff around the base. We need to get some cleanup going on. But yeah, the easy XP here is nice. The bones have been great. And those bones came in handy for a couple other projects that I've done so far this season that we're going to talk about in a bit. Of course, every base has to have its storage room, so we got our silos that are basically holding everything from our farms. And in fact, this one, I think I'm going to change over to maybe kelp or something. I had some ideas for that. But yeah, I didn't end up actually needing this storage room because I learned how to live out of my ender chest with organized shulker boxes, which at the moment are starting to get a little messy again, I admit. So we're going to have to fix that. And then finally, all those villagers up top were helping to make baby villagers, which all ended up down in here. And this is where I was able to do all the sorting and find new ones for iTrade so we can get the good deals in iTrade. And of course, you remember we created the, what do we call it? The villager rail network or something like that. There's a network down below that we drop these guys to, and it'll send them all the way over to iTrade when we find good ones. I have still actually been looking for some decent trades. Fortune 2 for 9's not bad. I've been holding on to some of these guys, but I'm really looking for like an unbreaking 3 for a cheap price, and maybe like an efficiency 4 for a good price as well. So I'm still looking for certain things. This is where our iron golems fall down, and we collect the iron, and it gets shot underneath the ground. Oh, and this of course was our secret door that you don't even notice. And we have a little puffer fish, if you didn't see that episode, that will detect us when we get close enough, and when he puffs up, he triggers tripwire and opens the door for us. So love that mechanic. Through the portal here, we have our Hall of Farms, I think I called it. And now these guys actually are busy harvesting carrots and up here potatoes that you can't really see. And they're actually heading all the way into a little shulker box loader, which is behind here. So if we come down in here, we have our loaders happening. Looks like they are working on filling up more. And yeah, I've been using these to keep iTrade stocked, to do a lot of trading with the villagers for emeralds, and that's why we're rich on emeralds now. And if Grian wants emeralds, that's a good thing. We can always buy him out with our easy emeralds that we get. And that just leads to like the back of the storage. Nothing to see back there. But yeah, we'll continue on our Hall of Farms here, because on this side we have pumpkins and melons kind of alternating. And something happened here. Somehow this pumpkin grew and didn't set off the machine. So usually as soon as it grows, it would push like that and then get pushed into there and get collected. And Oh, okay. So yeah, we have a half slab there that sometimes things will end up on top of. No big deal if we have a little bit of loss. This I still need to hook up to some sort of bulk storage because, as you can see, it is getting pretty full. But yeah, we have that. We have some sugar cane. Not a whole lot getting collected here. We have the Phantom still that we borrowed from. It followed us in our base basically from the Nether hub. And I think this was like a prank that Doc was doing. Is he not named anymore? Is there not a way to see his name? He was named. I mean, he should be named, obviously. Otherwise, he would despawn, right? But you can't really see it anymore. But I think it said something like subscribe to DnatorGames 77. We have our slime farm, which, again, I haven't visited in a little while. And looks like we may have a problem. One of my golems is gone, my iron golems. That, I guess, zombie won the fight, but these guys are still there. So is that a thing all the way around? No, those guys are good. But you can see slime balls sitting on the ground, which tells me that this thing is probably completely full. And this is another project on my to-do list that we need to do to make sure that we're storing. Yeah, it stopped because this thing is completely full, which is pretty awesome, actually. But, yeah, we're going to need to do something about that. We got a little guy holding the slime ball running around causing problems. He's just going back and forth. Oh, my goodness. That's great. Look at him. I'm coming over here. I'm going to get you. No, I can't get you. Okay, fine. I'll go back the other way. Oh, that's great. Oh, here's where I've done some fast mining to get some diamonds early season. I think I'm pretty much done digging for diamonds, I hope. I think we got a few new ways of getting diamonds now, and we're good. And over here, we have our kelp farm, which, yeah, there's still something there I wanted to fix. But, yeah, this place, I forgot that we made this place look so good. But in here, we have automatic kelp retrieval system here going into furnaces and being turned into dry kelp. And then I can turn it into blocks. And, ooh, yeah, we're filling it up. Yeah, I got some dried kelp to craft, I guess, the blocks. So, yeah, this room is turning out great. I got a nice fuel source out of that as well. And you can see I have a lot more cave left to go. And so the plans in the future is to continue kind of decorating this cave as we go along. I want to try to maintain some more natural cave look as we go. And I can start to split off and do different things in different directions. There's a lot of little automation projects and some things just for fun that I want to do in here as well. But we haven't done a whole lot in here that, you know, so far. We've done, you know, we've done some good things, but I have a lot more in store that I'm looking forward to doing. So one of the great things about Season 6 has been that the shopping district has made a return, and I can tell you this place is just absolutely awesome, amazing, filled with everything you could possibly need. And yeah, we took advantage of it right away. I think I was like the first person, maybe the second, to open a shop here, and we opened up iTrade because I knew that everybody early on was going to need to have a good way to get mending books and get gear and all that kind of stuff. And I know that there was a bit of an accident in here. I don't know if I have. I think these used to be glass, but yeah, there was a little bit of an accident. I think Cleo was in here and a creeper had spawned up there, and yeah, it blew up this area. And she was very nice and fixed it up. I'm fixing it. We need to work on some lighting in here. Yeah, so I did actually. After she fixed it up, I came in here, and up here I noticed that there was one block, and it was right here, that was at 7. And so that was the one and only block in this entire place that a creeper could spawn. And the reason why it was at 7 was because the torch, instead of being there, was there. That was my problem, and that caused Cleo quite some frustration, unfortunately. But you can see the light level on this block is now 7, and that is enough for a creeper to spawn. So hopefully now that these are moved down one block, it's safe in here again. Yeah, we have lights all around. Yeah, and glass. I think we're good. I think we're finally good in here. But yeah, we have made quite a bit off of iTrade, thanks to not only our you know, season passes that we sold to all the hermits to get in here, but also our microtransactions, of course, in the back. Let's see. Yeah, we're still doing business here. And, of course, this is easy for me to stock with emeralds, as I have blocks and blocks of emeralds just sitting in my inventory. So I can fill that up, too. But, yeah, we'll collect this payment later. Not what we're on about today. Just wanted to, you know, give credit to this place for, you know, making me pretty rich. Making me pretty rich this season. At least rich enough to buy all the materials I needed instead of having to grind for them, which is important to me. So we also, of course, made the gold farm in the Nether, and that has supplied us for GoldenEye here. Okay, I need to make some more golden carrots. Azuma bought us out, made a deal with him for 24 diamonds for an entire shulker box full of them, so that's why they're all gone. And yeah, we still have some gold here. I also donated some gold to the Hermit Rail Network because, you know, I got extra gold. And then this thing, I keep forgetting about this, but we got the loot box generator over here for a diamond block. You get yourself a random chance to get a shulker box full of goodies, and the light is currently off, which means I'm out of stock. So I need to restock that thing. But yeah, the shopping district has definitely been very good to me. We've made quite a few diamonds from it. And I think all the other hermits have also enjoyed being able to get in and get their trades going. So I mentioned the gold farm was a great shop to get diamonds from this season, selling the golden carrots, and the gold's definitely come in handy for the rail network. Let's go on up and take a look at it. We'll use our Nethervator here. And I'm taking this thing. I know it does take a little bit of time to get to the top. Flying would probably be easier. But it's fun to ride in, so yeah, what the heck. So, all right. Of course, off this way, we have our first tree farm that we did with the wither-powered tree farm. But here's our collection system for the gold, and up there you can see our massive gold farm. Let's see if I can get up there. Yeah. Usually I climb the ladder, which takes forever, but most people do this, I suppose. They fly in and then try not to kill themselves. Hey, that was pretty smooth, actually. Maybe I'll start doing that from now on. So the idea with this, obviously, is you anger the pigmen, and after they come after you, they end up inside of 24 minecarts, and because we have entity cramming on, it's going to immediately start giving them damage, and they'll die. And you actually get XP because they're mad at you, the player, and it kind of counts as a player kill. So you get XP out of it, and lots of gold. So people can stay here, get a lot of levels and enchant stuff like books, and I guess people leave all their books they don't want here, so a little bit of a mess in here. But yeah, this farm has been the best place, I think, on the server for XP, as long as no one's hanging out in the Nether. You know, if somebody is, then it kind of doesn't work so good, and that's typically when I'll go do something like take advantage of Azuma's. He's got like a furnace XP thingy shop there, so, you know, bought some repair tokens from him, and I use that from time to time. But yeah, the gold farm has definitely been very handy for not just me, but for a lot of the other hermits and getting levels and things. They're allowed to go up there and get all the levels they want, but they leave me the gold, which is a win-win, I think. And now to take a look at one of the biggest projects I've done this season, and that was teaming up with Tango, and we did a lot of this in live streams, but it is one of the biggest projects we've done, and probably one of the least seen things because it's underground. So not often do the hermits wander into here, but we have an underground mall complete with little kids running around, which is, you know, every mall has that. and I'm the mean guy, apparently. So we have some fish tanks in here. These are coming along very nicely. Fish tanks in here. Some of them have some life in them as well, but yeah, this is turning out great. Tango and I still have to do the ceiling. This has been just an ongoing project for months, basically. Some of these fish tanks have little hidden things in here. We got Scuba Steve diving in here for treasures, a little boat underwater here. Let's see, we got some dolphins and fish in this one with tropical life, and a hole in the wall, and over here we have some mobs kind of hidden in here. So there's skellies now. They can just live underwater, no problem. And somewhere I hear the drown. They're always like shy. It's kind of like when you go to the zoo, you know, like the animals are always like hidden behind stuff, and you could never find them when you're looking for them. But there's a zombie or a drown in there somewhere. I think we got a few other things. I just have no idea where he's at the moment. But anyway, yeah, lots going on in there. We have little elevators to come up and down in here. Of course, those with elytras can just fly in here nice and easy. And here's the main part of the mall. All these little shops are starting to open up in here. This was a lot of work. Tango and I had to dig all this out. We had to build all these corridors up and lay all this carpet and all that kind of stuff. But it's nice to see the other hermits starting to open up shops in here, and we've definitely had a lot in our mind for things that could go in the central part, and food court might be coming in soon, which is gonna be cool. I'm looking forward to that. I opened up a few shops in here, or a few, or just one. I think just one so far. Strings and things, and I think I cleaned this out the other day. I did. Oops, rotate the string. I did make, oh my goodness, somebody bought all my cobwebs. I'm going to have to go cobweb hunting again. Oh well, that's good. And yeah, I have to enchant all these, I know. I so much to do, guys, so much to do. But that's the whole point. I always want to have a lot to do so I can just stay motivated to keep going. So yeah, this turned out great, huge project. Tango and I did, get to a certain point to where we kind of got burnt out on it a little bit, to be honest, because it is just such a massive project. And then, of course, elevators up out of here are tucked in the corners. There are, and a lot of hermits don't even know this, there are elevators to get to the second floor. So you walk through here and it comes up to the second floor. And I don't think there's any, oh, there is a shop up here. So Azuma's got his king cod, and I think he was planning on doing another one. So there are easy ways to get up and down in here, which is nice. Well, actually, just up to the second floor. You kind of have to jump down. But yeah, this project it turned out so great that I just want to finish it, guys. I just get itching to finally finish it up, put a stamp on it, say it's done, and then, definitely will be fully proud of everything that we've accomplished in there. Here's a spot I don't visit too often. This was an early manual tree farm that Tango and I built in a stream one day when we decided we wanted an easy way to manually collect wood, I guess. We'd come through here, chop it down, let these things despawn, get all their saplings collected in the middle. But if you guys know me, you also know that I'm not a big fan of manual labor, especially when it comes to chopping down trees, which we did take care of, as we will see in a little bit. But we also decided to make this kind of far away from everything, which is why I don't visit here too often. It's pretty far away from anywhere the hermits should be hanging out. So these chunks are usually unloaded. You can see we got some babies here, and really the only way to let them grow up is to hang out here for a while. And that's kind of what we do for steak and stuff when we need it. And leather is we come in here, we breed them all up, we hang out for a bit, and also we got a little nano farm over here so we can get the wheat to breed these guys. And also this is where I built my small little sugarcane farm. This tiny little thing. You can see it hasn't harvested in a while because I think I actually disabled it just in case people were traveling through. Yep, I removed the one redstone dust that was right here so that it actually wouldn't go off, because actually, I have plenty of sugarcane. Don't need any more at the moment. So I went ahead and disabled this. It won't even run. Everything's fully grown. And if I did run it now, it'd kind of be a waste because we don't even have any shulker boxes to put it in. I filled them all up and we are good to go. I think this thing probably ran about 3 or 4 times and I was good for the season. So maybe a little overkill, but it was fun. And you guys know me. I like doing massive farms. So of course I had to take my desire to not have to chop down logs by hand and build this tree farm, which will produce birch and oak logs and brings them all the way into a wither cage, basically, where we have a wither trapped in bedrock, which will, as the blocks come into him, let's see if we can set him off here. He will get aggravated and blow them up, and they all get collected in these hoppers here. And yeah, there we go. So got some wood in there. Now the issue I have with this, and the reason why I haven't really been here and given this much love at all, is I kind of made the mistake of just designing or using a tree farm that only had the 2 types of logs. And I probably should have just went all out, had the, the tree farm that does multiple types of logs to begin with in here and use that. But, at the time I just wanted to get some, get some logs for projects and things like that. I didn't really care about the type. But once I saw a chance to go into business with Ren, that's when I really decided to amp up my game. And that's when I decided to build this tree farm here, real close to my base in the industrial district. This does all types of woods except for dark, I believe, because they're 2x2. But yeah, we got all types of woods being collected in here, so much. And this is what we are supplying Ren to stock big logs and take the con butts out of business by, you know, making sure that we definitely have more stock, cheaper prices, and all the wood always available. So yeah, this was a real fun project. I love these kind of farms, and I love doing all the redstone and stuff behind this. And of course, the best part is getting all the wood. So yeah, this works by TNT. That's why we got obsidian here. So if you haven't seen it, we basically plant the trees. We got piston pushers that move them into this obsidian chamber, and then we drop TNT from that dispenser into the chamber, blow up the wood, and collect it down below. So yeah, we get a ton of wood. And I'll tell you this, I've spent a long time at this. I've filled up all these double chests, and the initial TNT that I put into this thing, which was like 9 stacks there and another 5 in the hopper, it's still good to go. That dropper, or that dispenser, is still pretty much full with TNT. So the TNT lasts a long time. I know a lot of people were saying I should just dupe it and that kind of thing. But I figured, you know what, it's easy enough to craft. We don't need to do any item duplicators here on HermitCraft, right? We're, you know, we're capable of crafting our own supplies and getting sand and gunpowder pretty easily. So yeah, that farm was a lot of fun to do. And I think there's one last thing I want to show you today. So one of the rewards for patrons of mine through patreon.com is to have a little shrine made in their name here on the HermitCraft server. And so I built this patron monument, basically. You can see it's got a mixture of like the patron logo, the old patron logo I should say, mixed with mine, and this really cool floor design, and also a fun mechanic of these guys being able to kind of get launched out of the floor, and they kind of go around in this nice spiral. And there's a lot of redstone outside to make that happen, of course. But yeah, lights go on the ceiling. We haven't done the outside just yet. I've been meaning to get to that, and we will soon, I'm sure. But yeah, we got a lot of patrons in here, and I do have a few more to go. There's some people, unfortunately, that I somehow missed on the list, and I'm going to have to make that up to them, and some Xbox users as well that I want to get in there. And we have to do the exterior of this place. So let's just fly around and take a look at it, because it actually does kind of look pretty cool with just the redstone. So we may not cover it up completely. We may leave some of that redstone exposed. But just over here, for those of you that don't know where we ended up doing the Tango deathification machine, as we called it, it's right over here. It was right by the monument. I don't think I ever showed how close this actually was, but this is where the Killed Tango contest was held, at least my portion of it, where we trapped the ghast, we trapped a drown, we trapped a endermite in here as well. Or no, it was a magma cube, not an endermite, but an endermite would have been good too. We had a magma cube in here that was supposed to be the final blow. Things didn't go exactly to plan. The TNT chamber didn't work out and didn't bump them out the way it was supposed to, but we still ended up winning the contest, so that worked for me. This is still here. I may repurpose this ghast elsewhere someday. We'll see. We'll see how things roll out. I'm thinking maybe the Secret Santa, maybe, but anyway, we'll see. But yeah, this is where this was, and this was a really fun project. Any chance I get to try to kill Tango with mobs is definitely a fun project for me. So, but yeah, I think we covered everything. Probably missed some stuff. We probably missed some stuff. 50 episodes is a lot. And for those of you that were here through all 50 and basically stayed and watched this video even though you'd seen it all and just enjoyed the walk down memory lane, I want to thank you so much. If you're new to the channel, hopefully this caught you up a little bit and you stick with me here, because like I said, I got a lot more to do, and hopefully you enjoyed seeing some of these things that I've done so far this season and you're all caught up now. But yeah, we spent a long time doing that. I had a lot of fun myself, just reminiscing, and super proud of what I've accomplished so far in the season, and I am looking forward to what's to come. So hopefully you guys are too, and hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe before you go. And with that said, I'll see you guys again next time. Have a good one, everyone.